Hi, I'm Asher, and welcome to Wise Words Palabras Sabias. Here we bring you powerful quotes to inspire your day. Let's dive into today's wisdom. Throughout human history, many principles and laws have sought to elucidate the universe's workings. Among them, the principle of correspondence stands out, serving as a bridge between ancient philosophies and modern science. But what does this principle really mean, and how does it relate to various philosophical and scientific currents? The principle of correspondence. This maxim summarizes the principle of correspondence, which suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected and patterns repeat themselves on different levels of reality. In other words, what happens on a microscopic scale can have its parallel on a macroscopic scale. The Hermetic principle of correspondence is a key that allows us to access a deeper understanding of the interconnectivity of everything. It suggests that by studying one aspect or level of reality, we simultaneously gain insights into other levels, even if they initially seem disconnected or distant. The Kybalion presents the idea that every action, no matter how small, reflects in a broader panorama. This means that a simple gesture can greatly influence our trajectory. When we act in a certain way in one aspect of life, that action resonates in other areas. It resembles the so-called butterfly effect, where a small change can have significant consequences. Our external environment and circumstances often reflect what is happening within us. Our emotions, thoughts, and beliefs unconsciously shape the world around us. The mind, by its nature, does not make a clear distinction between what is real and what is a product of our imagination. It absorbs and interprets, sometimes confusing what we believe with objective reality. If we do not face and understand our internal weaknesses and insecurities, we will end up projecting them onto the people and situations around us. After all, our outer world is nothing more than a mirror reflecting our inner universe. Within Vedic philosophy, we find the concept of Maya, which refers to the illusion that the material world is all that exists. This view reminds us that we often get lost in the palpable, in the tangible, forgetting that our experience is shaped by consciousness. And this consciousness goes beyond what our five senses can perceive, showing that reality is much deeper and more complex than it seems at first glance. In Taoism and ancient Chinese philosophy, we encounter the concept of Tao, which refers to the path or principle that is the source of all existence. Yin and Yang, opposite and complementary representations, reflect the idea of correspondence. Just as the day does not exist without the night, the micro does not exist without the macro. In Vedic and Hindu traditions, the concept of Brahman is central. Brahman is the supreme and universal reality, from which everything emerges and to which everything returns. The idea that the individual Atman is simply a manifestation of the universal Brahman is a direct reflection of the principle of correspondence. Modern science, especially quantum physics, also presents parallels with this principle. Quantum mechanics studies subatomic particles and their interactions, revealing that at quantum levels, reality might differ from what we perceive on our macroscopic scale. However, these two realities are intrinsically linked, and phenomena on one scale can influence and reflect phenomena on another. How to apply the principle? By recognizing that our individual actions have an impact on the collective and vice versa, whether in our mental health, our relationships, or our connection with the environment, understanding that everything is interconnected helps us live in a more harmonious and balanced way. One of the most fascinating concepts of Hermetic philosophy is the idea that the universe is categorized into three major planes of existence: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. The great physical plane. The great physical plane. This plane refers to the material and tangible world, that is, everything we can perceive through our five senses. Here, we're talking about mountains, rivers, plants, animals, and of course, human beings. But it's not limited to just that. It also includes phenomena like weather, natural forces, and all the biological processes that occur within living beings. If you've ever paused to observe the beauty of a flower blooming or the complexity of an ecosystem, you've caught a glimpse of the wonder that is the great physical plane. It represents the visible and tangible manifestation of life, governed by natural laws and scientific principles that we are still striving to understand fully. The great mental plane. The great mental plane. This plane refers to the realm of thoughts, emotions, desires, and everything that is intangible, but in a way defines who we are. If you've ever caught yourself daydreaming, reflecting on your actions, or simply getting lost in a stream of thoughts, you are navigating this plane. The interesting thing is that although we cannot touch a thought or see an emotion, they have a real impact on our lives. Our beliefs, values, and aspirations shape our actions and interactions in the physical world. This plane is like a vast ocean of possibilities, where ideas and feelings float, collide, and transform. It's the domain of psychology, introspection, and self-awareness. The great spiritual plane. The great spiritual plane. This plane is related to the pure essence of being, the connection with the divine, and the pursuit of a higher purpose. It's the realm of the spirit, the soul, and the connection to the whole. If you've ever felt a deep connection with another person, had a transcendental experience, or felt part of something bigger than yourself, you've caught a glimpse of this plane. This is where we seek answers to the big questions of existence. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? This plan goes beyond the limitations of logical and rational thinking. It is the realm of faith, intuition, and mystical experience. While the physical plane offers us the beauty of the tangible world, and the mental plane gives us the power of thought and emotion, the spiritual plane connects us to the source of life and offers us a sense of unity with the universe. The principle of correspondence helps us understand that the foundation of the law of attraction is similarity. Simply put, a thought tends to attract another of a similar nature. The existence of similar thoughts is precisely due to this principle. And this is not a temporal matter, but rather one of frequencies or vibrations that connect through resonance. When we emit a frequency, the universe seeks something similar to align with. And by emitted frequency, we are talking about the thoughts that we cultivate the most and that generate intense feelings, whether of well-being or discomfort. Both have great attracting power, but result in different manifestations. Therefore, it is essential to be mindful not only of what we think, but also of how we feel about these thoughts. This will help us manifest what we desire rather than what we want to avoid, because whether we realize it or not, we are always in a creative process. The law of attraction is like a mirror, reflecting the connection between what we mentally conceive and what materializes in our reality. It shows the link between the intangible, our thoughts, and the tangible, our experiences. In other words, what we experience is a reflection of what we emit in our internal vibrations. If you want to learn more about the Hermetic laws, this next video discusses precisely that. Thanks for watching. If you are new on this channel, please subscribe, press the bell icon, and like Wise Words videos.